You're late.
Hell yeah. You're watching The Dusty Show. Let's fucking do it.
It's time for religious bullshit.
What the fuck is up, universe? It's time to get fucking psyched. Are you alive, motherfuckers? Do you feel it in your bones? Hell yeah! Welcome to the universe's finest one-man show. You know what time it is. It's time for the Dusty Show, and thank you guys. I was 1 minute late. What you gonna do? Takes a long time to get this motherfucking show together. I'm only one guy doing the best I can. And fuck yeah, it's Friday. You guys ready to party? Let's fucking do it. What'd you guys do yesterday, guys? I didn't do fucking shit. I did watch the finale of Alien Earth. And you guys know me, I hate everything, right? And especially, I hate the Alien movies. They're all bad. Sigourney Weaver, hot as shit, that first one. All right, her little panties, all right? She beats a big alien, evil demon-looking thing, immediately decides to take a nap in her panties. That's my girl. Anyway, didn't like it. Suck. All the sequels suck. Suck. Then they made the show Alien Earth. I was like, it's going to suck, y'all. I watched the first episode. I was like, eh. And then it was only 8 episodes in the season, and it's good. It's really fucking good. I can't believe it. They did a good job with it. Finally made me interested in these fucking aliens. And I'm looking forward to the second season. So if you haven't seen that, highly recommend Alien Earth for some reason. That's good. And didn't do anything else. My buddy Jeff, what up, Jeff? Love you, Jeff. Brought me my chainsaw, fixed my chainsaw he borrowed, brought it back to me. So I appreciate that. Saw him today. That's all I got, folks. I'm boring, but boring is good. Gonna play me some VR this weekend. They released a big patch for the Hitman game. They had it out for VR on the the PlayStation. And they put all the patches that they made for the PlayStation on the PC, so I got that shit. So I'll be killing some motherfuckers. I'm going to use a garrote mostly. You can do that, right? I'm going to choke some bitches. It's going to be fun. That's my weekend plans. What you guys got on your schedule. All right, let me know in the chat. As always, super chats are open. It's the lifeblood of the show. It's how I keep the goddamn lights on behind me. Boom, get rid of me. $, click it. Donate money. I'm a digital busker, guys. Like the guy on the street corner entertaining you for free. If you like what I do, chip in a couple bucks. Help me keep the lights on and help my animals. And also, above me, you'll see the, boom, right above me. Hey, yeah, right there, there's a QR code. You guys watching on the replay, aim your camera phones at QR code, or you can just click on the description of the video. My PayPal is in the description of the video. PayPal me, help me, appreciate it. And all right, let's go get the show off, folks. Get it fucking going. And who could have seen this coming, folks? You know who. It was Dusty. It's time to cover the economy. Somewhere here. There he goes. It's the economy, stupid!
And it is the economy, stupid. And first off, on the economy, stupid, just as I promised you guys, they're going to bail out the fucking farmers. These fucking asshole farmers. No matter how much you hate farmers, you don't hate farmers enough. I grew up with these fucking pigs my whole goddamn life. They're the worst among us. We're supposed to revile the farmers, but hell no, name one thing farmers ever gave to us. Except for food. Food doesn't count. Except for food, nothing. Never gave us nothing. Anyway, they do the same thing every goddamn time. They vote against all of our own best interests. They vote for somebody who's going to fuck up the economy. And then when the economy gets fucked up, they're like, please help me, government. Please, I need money. I need suck on that sweet government tit. And same thing. So I've been covering it. They've been whining like motherfuckers all over the place about all the money they're losing from Trump's tariffs. China used to buy 25% of the soybean crop. Not anymore, baby. China's like, fuck the U.S. Turn the motherfucker on. God damn it. If you don't turn on, I'm going to kill everybody on Earth. I can do that. Fuck it. I don't even give a shit. I'll just be hot. Anyway, told you guys they were going to bitch and they were going to fucking cry. They were going to moan. I did it. I beat you, air conditioner. And asked for that handout. And they did exactly what I fucking said. Welfare is fine when it's for them. If it's a black person who wants $1 to feed their fucking kids, hell no to that. They're ruining the country. But when they get billions and billions and bailouts, yeah, it's just the government buying votes. all the unions, all the organizations for farmers going to vote Republican again. They're just using our tax dollars to buy their fucking vote. So here they are. Here's the Agricultural Secretary, Brooke Rollins, talking about bailing out the farmers.
That alongside, of course, the president's effort to realign America around American products and making all of these new deals, we are at a point where we're looking at the harvest, where we're looking at our soybean, corn, wheat, sorghum, cotton farmers who are facing very, very difficult times.
Why? Why are they facing very difficult times? Who is responsible for this?
Currently in conversations here at the White House, across the government on a farmer aid package.
Farmer aid package.
Our current programming right now, we've got about $13 billion moving out under ECAP, which is our old farmer payment system.
Yeah, they were already getting $13 billion for their old farmer bailout. Now it's a whole brand new farmer bailout on the taxpayers' back.
Based on losses from last year and the year before. So this would be in addition to that, in partnership with our colleagues on the Hill. We should have an announcement very...
Capitalism! You socialize the losses and you privatize the profits. That's what they always fucking do, folks. So they destroy the economy. So not only do we have to pay more for food now, but we also have to bail out the fucking farmers, along with bailing out Argentina. Because the biggest suckers and losers on the fucking planet, the U.S. taxpayer, and I guess we fucking deserve it. Here's Trump talking about bailing out the farmers.
They want to take our money. We're doing well because of tariffs. We're doing unbelievable. We're making more money than we ever have made. And by the way, we're going to take some of that tariff money that we made, just to get off the subject for a second. We're going to take some of that tariff money that we made. We're going to give it to our farmers, who are, for a little while, going to be hurt until it kicks in. The tariffs kick into their benefit. So
until the tariffs kick into their benefit, y'all. Literally, the tariffs are what's causing their fucking problem. So we pay the tariffs. It's paid for by the American consumer, mostly the poor and the middle class. So now the poor and the middle class going to bail out the fucking farmers who created the situation in the first place by voting for Donald Trump. But just believe us. Hey, the economy's doing so well, we got to bail out the farmers now. But someday soon, the tariffs will kick in, and then we don't have to bail them out anymore. It's literally the tariffs that caused this. It's all fucking nonsense as they rob us goddamn blind. Fuck farmers. These fat gravy boat drinking motherfuckers. Your hearts can't explode in your chest fucking fast enough. Just worthless. And I'm old enough to remember when conservatives pretend like they didn't like socialism. Of course, that's bullshit. They always love it when it helps them. Sarah Huckabee Sanders, I spoke with President real Donald Trump this morning about immediate relief for our farmers, and I'm so grateful for his leadership to help save our ag community. He's literally the one that destroyed it. The fuck you talking about? A nation that can't feed itself can't survive. And no one understands that or does more to support farmers than President Trump. He's the one that bankrupted them. I feel like I'm taking fucking crazy pills. It's just so stupid. And yeah, old enough to remember when Sarah Huckabee said Arkansas will never ask for federal handouts because people in Arkansas will pull themselves up by their bootstraps. And that's what they do, folks. When the government's trying to give you money for medicine for your poorest, they deny it. When they're trying to give you SNAP benefits for your poorest, they deny it. When they're trying to help the downtrodden in any way, fuck no, that's socialism. When it's for our fat motherfucking farmers, more money, daddy government, because they don't give a fuck about you. It's the good old boys club looking out after each other. Same as it always was. Fucking stupid America. And, yeah. Gavin Newsom telling the truth here. Fixed it for you. American taxpayers will bail out farmers thanks to Trump's taxes. Yes, the poor and the middle class are going to be paying out of all sides. They fuck you in every hole. Goddamn stupid Americans. And I agree with Sarah Ironside. Personally, I don't want farmers to get a single penny of my taxes for a bailout. I voted to protect your farm and you voted to destroy it. It is not my job to save you from your own stupidity. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, but they won't. They'll get the handout and they'll keep voting for the people they gave the handout, right? It's a recyclable. It goes around and around and around. That's what I'm trying to say. Recyclable? Is that the word? That sounds wrong. And Elizabeth Warren says, Trump is bailing out global investors in Argentina while cutting health care for millions. Yeah, you guys ready for this? We're bailing out the farmers and we're bailing out Argentina, because why not? America first, baby. Trump has extended $20 billion swap line to Argentina. So we're exchanging the money we print out of thin air for the money that they're printing out of thin air, holding up their goddamn economy. Because basically their president, Milei, was very unpopular because the economy's collapsing. So basically we're propping him up so the people love him. And why wouldn't they love him? Hey, the Americans just came in and bailed you all out. All that horrible financial maneuvering you did, it's like it never happened. All that fucking money you stole, here we are to heap the money on you, back up the dump trucks full of money. And so, got to get him elected again. Why not? We're choosing the presidents of other countries by bailing them out with our taxpayer dollars because freedom, democracy, capitalism, all of that, right? And how do Americans feel about it? How do Americans feel about taxpayers bailing out Argentina? But that's like the plan's going fine, y'all.
I want to get your take on Argentina because, Mr. Secretary, Argentina's peso sliding, politics and capital outflows rattling investors there. Javier Milei, I guess, has lost the confidence of investors. They're pulling their money out of Argentina. They're fearful that he will scrap his defense of the peso. You say all options are on the table, from swap lines to direct currency support. What's the plan in terms of supporting Argentina? Is there one?
The plan is, as long as President Milei continues with his strong economic policy.
Yeah, I played that last night. As long as he keeps doing so great, his economic policies are doing so great, we have to bail him out for $20 billion. Make it make sense, but you can't because it don't, baby. And yeah, I can't afford food or health care. Please help in any way. Fuck off. Milei, give me $20 billion. Okay. And MAGA's like, yay, this is America first. Hey, as long as it's a right-winger we're bailing out, that's the same thing as America first. America's just right-wing now, regardless of what country it's from. And Donald Trump gonna do more tariffs. Yay! Don't we want to pay higher prices, even more than we're already paying? Donald Trump says, starting October 1st, 2025, we will be imposing 100% tariffs on any branded or patented pharmaceutical product. Yay, 100% more tariffs on drug prices. Isn't that what he said? He's been saying he's going to bring drug prices down 1,000, 2,000, 10,000% somehow. And it turns out, double. He's going to double them instead. It's just wacky. It's just crazy to watch in real time. It's always the exact opposite of whatever he says. But it's cool because nobody gives a shit. And hey, no country has ever deserved it more than America. So good luck out there. Those of you who need drugs to live. Seems bad. Then we will be imposing a 50% tariff on all kitchen cabinets. Because why wouldn't we do that? Bathroom vanities and associated products. I mean, all that shit's so expensive to begin with. Why not make it incredibly, incredibly more expensive? No renovations for you, America. You will have your own dingy kitchens and you will fucking love it. Thanks, Donald Trump. Then he's like, what else can I tariff? I need something to fucking tariff. I don't guess I have this on there. He tariffed big trucks. Like 100% tariffs on big trucks for some reason. That seems good. And that's very generous of you over there. Like that. And then lies. He's going to lie his way through it, folks. Now, look, I know there has to be some MAGA people that are watching me right now. They hate watch me. I'm doing like shorts for all my shows, and it's like MAGA rage bait. Oh, my God. They're like ants that you stir up with a magnifying glass. It's fucking beautiful. So they come on to watch my show now. And I welcome you guys. Hey, I hope you learned something. Please listen. But even you guys got to admit, this is not fucking true. I know you guys must shop for your own groceries. Trump doesn't, but you guys do. You know prices aren't fucking down. Come on.
Are you worried about American workers suffering if the government shuts down? And do you have plans for permanent?
Well, we're going to see, but the radical left Democrats want to shut it down. I mean, it's up to them. We have a great economy going. You saw the numbers yesterday. They're fantastic. The economy's doing well. Prices are down. We have virtually no inflation. Everything's going good.
It's not going
We're
good.
respected by every nation in the
Not
world.
respected
And
by
you know
anybody.
what happened? The Democrats want to shut it down. And
So we're going to get to the shutdown in a minute. Trump trying to shut the government down because the Democrats want to continue Obamacare for all the people that are going to lose their health care. Can't have that, so he's got to blame Democrats for the shutdown because he actually wants the government to shut down. But before we get there, billions in federal funds now untraceable. That's convenient. Across federal agencies, the Trump administration's aggressive slash-and-burn approach to federal programs, grants, and contracts has repeatedly challenged Congress' power of the purse. The administration has claimed it has the discretion to redirect funds. Long story short, $2 billion missing. Billions and billions and billions missing. And I know they're skimming off the top, folks. No way to track and trace this money. So I have a feeling I know where it's going. Nobody's going to hold him accountable. So why wouldn't he steal his blind? Meanwhile, they're trying to explain, why are you guys ending the surveys to show how many people are hungry in this country? The USDA canceled recently their survey. And here's the Secretary of Agriculture explaining it. Her explanation is, there's lots of other surveys that give this information much better than the survey we canceled. And they ask her, name one. And she's like, dirt.
What the question was about was the hunger survey that USDA canceled recently. Our research showed, it's not statutory, no one was asking us to do it. There are a lot of other good reports that are out there that better capture the question. This specific survey had been used for years.
Which ones?
Well, yes, no, there are other surveys at USDA. I don't have the name, but we'll get that to you.
I'll get it to you, trust me. It's all coming. I have no idea what I'm talking about. It seems like I would have had that off the top of my head if I'm going to put out this bullshit argument. But believe me, we'll get back to you on that. We're not trying to hide anything, but they're trying to hide everything, of course. And seems bad, America. U.S. hits lowest ever ranking in 2025 World Happiness Report. Young adults rank low while over 60s are happier. Yeah, old folks do it real well. They got theirs, fuck y'all. But the youth's not doing great in this country. And wrong direction, America. You know who to fucking blame. Disown your parents. And then Trump demands Microsoft fire deranged president. Laura Loomer, the royal fluffer, went up and I guess sucked his dick, got a load blown down her throat, and then was like, you need to fire the woke CEO of Microsoft who just got hired. So this is exactly the same thing that happened to Intel, remember? Then Trump goes public and says, they're the worst CEO ever. They must immediately be fired. But all he wants is a kick up. Just like what happened to Intel. He did the same thing. And then Intel kicked money up to him. And now America has 10% stock in Intel. And Trump was like, he's the best CEO ever. So it's the same playbook once again. Got to put your envelope up to the mob boss. He's like, corrupt and totally Trump deranged Lisa Monaco, a purported pawn of legal lightweight, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, she must immediately resign, immediately terminate the employment of Lisa Monaco. I'm going to bring the power of the government down on Microsoft if you don't fire your CEO. Totally normal stuff for the president to do. But he just wants his kick up, folks, and they'll do it. Microsoft will cave. Microsoft will give him some billions of dollars or 5% investment in Microsoft, and then it'll all go away. It should be the best CEO ever. It's so obvious what this playbook is at this point. And they just don't get it, though, folks. They still think Trump is going to send them their Trump bucks. I guess they still think Daddy Elon going to send them a $5,000 check. You can't help these people. You can't reason with them. There is no lessons that would be learned from any of this. Here's what we're dealing with.
Donald Trump just said payments begin on August 1st. He said if we're American citizen, August 1st is the most sacred day because we start getting paid. What the heck? What is the payments that we're getting?
Nothing.
We're going to get a lot of money.
We're not going to get anything.
We're going to be very happy.
You're the one paying it. He's talking about tariffs that he's making you pay, you fucking idiot. And you're not getting any of it back. He's giving it to the farmers. You're so fucking stupid. How do you even live?
I think all the liberals are about ready to fall in love with Donald Trump.
Yeah, woo!
I linked to this soundbite here.
I know. We're all going to be in love with him. After he gives us all our money back, I guess that he took from us, because that's really going to fucking happen. What will be the point of taking it from us in the first place if he's going to give it back to us? You goddamn idiots. And this dude don't understand. He voted for Trump, and his businesses are failing. And why are liberals making fun of me? That ain't fair, y'all.
I love this for you. I love this. Nice. I love this for you. I love to see you fail.
I do.
I love to see your family
be affected. And
I don't
hurt.
love to see your family be affected, but I do love to see them have less respect for you, because they should. They should all look down upon you because you're a fucking moron. And if your heart explodes in your chest tomorrow, I will be happy. Okay? Now, I don't want any violence against any MAGA person, but if every single one of you just dropped dead at the same time, I would rejoice with fucking glee. Okay?
Because you voted for Trump.
Right.
Yeah, I voted for Trump. Absolutely. Did I know he was going to increase the tariffs? Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
However,
I just thought it was going to hurt other people, okay? I didn't think it was going to fucking affect me, okay? I don't give a shit about anybody but my fucking self, and now I'm the one being hurt. And so now I'm crying like a little bitch, and you guys feel sorry for me. No, I will not. Please die immediately.
I thought that the infrastructure would be set up prior for small business to come back to America and manufacture in America.
Need a smaller violin.
So to wish ill on someone and to love the fact that they're suffering, to love the fact that
I'm only sad you're not suffering worse.
Their family is being negatively affected.
You still seem pretty healthy and, in good spirits as far as I'm concerned.
Because I didn't vote the same way that you did is fucked up. It really is. It shouldn't matter. Anyone that enters my life, I'm going to judge you of who you are.
That's right. That's exactly what we're doing. We're judging you for who you are. If you voted for Trump after they tried to overthrow the government, install a dictator, after everything, literally after everything, if you still voted for Trump, fuck everything about your goddamn existence, okay? I will celebrate the day you cease to be. All of you, 100%. So much for the tolerant left. Fuck that bullshit. You guys go low, I go to fucking hell. I dig a hole to China, and then I piss in the hole. Look down, motherfucker. I'm pissing in your face.
You are as a human being. Are you kind? Are you polite? Are you sincere? That's how I judge you, not who you voted for. I've got far left.
Yeah, if you voted for Trump, you're not kind. You're not sincere. You're fucking nothing.
Leaning friends, I got far right leaning friends. It doesn't matter to me.
Well, it does matter to me. I have taste, okay? I don't hang out with giant sacks of shit, okay? I don't associate with fucking Nazis. You are my enemy. I rejoice when things go wrong for you.
You based on who you are, but to see someone hurt and their business fail and their family be affected because they didn't vote the way you did, it's fucked up. I'm sorry, a lot of you are fucked up.
Oh no, I'm so fucked up.
We should all care about each other.
I don't give a shit about you. You didn't give a fuck about anybody, okay? You lying sack of shit. You just wanted other people to be hurt because you don't give a fuck. You wanted to own some libs, and now you're the one getting owned. And fucking good. I hope it gets worse.
Of who we voted for. I'm sorry. I hope you guys can be better people. Good luck to you guys.
Yeah, fuck that. We're already way better than you, but if you're expecting us to be the bigger people, hell to the no. I'm going to shrink down miniature as small as I can fucking get and crawl up your asshole. And, all right, that is my economy coverage for this evening. Love to hear him fucking cry, though. Hope you die. And Nazi boy crying, yep. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, bitch. And no lessons to be learned. You know if he runs for a third time against the Constitution, you don't give a shit about the Constitution, you'll vote for him again to own some more libs. Because that's who you fucking are. Don't lie. Yeah, no lessons to be learned from any of these people, of course, as always. And all right, we're along, folks. Sing along if you know the words. It's time for some Chud Classic. Hey, hell yeah. Where your mama at? Then what happens? Then what do the Ric Flair fans say? First up, under that Chud Watch. Top story on the Chud Watch. Breaking. James Comey indicted by D.C. grand jury. So lawfare. Donald Trump has decided to use the DOJ to go after his political enemies. Now, first off, I don't give a shit about James Comey. James Comey, a horrible, horrible human being. He's one of the ones that helped Trump get elected to fucking begin with. He can die too. But this is clearly Trump abusing his power, going after his political enemies. They got some dude in the DOJ. They wanted to trump up charges on Comey, and he couldn't do it. So basically, they got this new girl in there, never tried a case before, never prosecuted a case. Pageant queen, one of Trump's pageant queens. They got her in there to trump up some charges on James Comey. And you can get a ham sandwich indicted, so they got Comey indicted. Former FBI Director James Comey has been indicted on 2 of 3 counts sought by prosecutors, 1 count of making false statements, and 1 count of obstruction of justice. The same exact shit that they said didn't matter when Trump did it. But as long as it's Trump's enemies, it's fine. And this is the woman Trump handpicked to go get his political enemies like James Comey. Lindsay Halligan, a newly installed U.S. attorney prosecuting James Comey at President Trump's direction, is an insurance attorney and a Miss Colorado finalist. She has never prosecuted a case, or as you might know it, meritocracy, baby. That's who deserves the very top positions in the DOJ. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, baby. And then, same woman. I actually played this clip before, but this is what we're dealing with, folks. This is why he loves her so much. Remember when he was going after all the museums because they had too much slavery talk? Can't have that. It makes Americans feel bad, especially the white folks. Got to get rid of all that. Here she is defending, erasing the history of slavery in America.
What I saw when I was going through the museums personally was an overemphasis on slavery, and I think there should be more of an overemphasis on how far we've come since slavery.
That's right.
Our country
She sounds smart.
is a country of progress, and it's the greatest country in the world.
People like such as Iraq and over there and such as don't have like maps in Iraq, so they don't know where places are and such as in Iraq. Remember that? That's her, baby. I don't know if it is or not, but I'm going to pretend.
World, and we should be able to take our kids,
Such
our
as?
students through the Smithsonian and
Like
feel
as such?
proud when we leave. There's
So an idiot, that's who we got. But as long as she's willing to falsely prosecute people for Donald Trump, she's in like Flynn. And if your political party entire theme is masculine man doing masculine things so strong, I feel like endlessly whining about an escalator stopping for 5 seconds is the opposite of that. Yeah, here's the masculinity party. Here's how big, brave, bold, manly Trump is. The elevator stopped. The escalator stopped.
Happened this week at the UN. I want to get your take on this because President Trump says the Secret Service is investigating what he is calling triple sabotage after his time at the United Nations.
So as we covered, it was his videographer who was at the top of the escalator and hit the sensor and stopped it.
Tuesday. The president wants answers after the escalator stopped as soon as he and the First Lady stepped on it. Look how great Melania was. She is unfazed. She walks on it. It stops. She turns around to the president, and she just leads the president up and walks.
Yeah, look how great she is walking upstairs. Oh, my God, they walk upstairs. So much grace. So much poise. She was amazing at how she walked upstairs. Like, what is this? The fuck?
So she was unfazed by it, but this could have been a massive issue, and you know the
escalator stopped. The fuck you talking about? How is that a massive issue, motherfucker? That's like the most minor thing that has ever goddamn happened ever. I've had so much shit happen to me in my life. When I was 4 years old, my daddy was wrestling with me, and he was just playing. He slung me over his shoulder, and I hit the ground. My arm broke. Okay. I remember one time I was at fucking Sonic. And some fat bitch beat the shit out of me. Yeah, she beat the shit out of me. I wouldn't fight back because it was a woman. And I was just an old redneck guy. And you're not supposed to hit a woman. And she beat the hell out of me, okay? Real shit. An escalator stop, it ain't nothing. The fuck y'all talking about?
President being frozen there in one place makes him vulnerable. Later the same morning, the teleprompter goes dark in the middle of his speeches. And then, in the middle of his address, rather. And then the president also said that the sound was
just so fucking stupid. The whole thing's so stupid. Whiny. That voice, that loud voice. Just holy shit. Imagine me saying somebody else has an annoying voice. That's what we're dealing with here, folks. And they literally say it every day, folks. This is the links they're going to try to prove that they're not violent, even though like 80% of the political violence is caused by the right. Here's Greg Gutfeld doing mental gymnastics to explain why they aren't the same as the left.
Just tell me why it's okay.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Great. I'm enjoying this.
Okay. You won't be for long. The left calls Trump a hate monger. They have called me a hate monger because I ridicule the left. I ridicule protesters. I ridicule academia, Hollywood, the news media. I make fun of The View every day. I make fun of the UN. Guess what? No one acts on the things that I say because my side doesn't do that.
It's literally bullshit. We know that stochastic terrorism is mainly a right-wing phenomenon and that all this shit adds to the pool that causes people to go out and commit political violence.
We say people are stupid, we say people are wrong, but we don't say they're evil. That is your game.
They don't say they're evil. What planet are we living on? You guys literally say this continuously, okay? You are the side of Christianity. You're continuously calling everybody evil, Satanist. Case in point, the same exact day he claims their side never calls anybody evil. Here's Donald Trump. The party of hate, evil, and Satan. The Democratic Party is dead. They have no leadership, no message, no hope. Their only message for America is to hate Trump. The fuck? But it doesn't matter, folks. Total information control. The truth has no bearing in our society anymore. It only matters who controls the narrative. And then, speaking of which, that's what I'm talking about. Trump signs order selling TikTok to MAGA oligarchs. Because, yay, how are we going to fight back, folks? How are you going to fight back when 99% of the airwaves are owned by Republicans? When all the social media companies are run exactly the same by Republicans, exactly how Elon Musk runs Twitter, silencing left-wing voices while amplifying Republican voices. How are you going to fight back? They know the lies work better than the truth because 99% of the people see the lies and only 1% see the truth. How do you fight back against it? People say I'm being too pessimistic. I'm being too fucking negative. But literally, I think we have lost the fucking war. I really think it's over. I have no idea. Until the whole thing collapses on its own weight. Nothing to do with me. I'm not going to do anything to help it collapse. It'll collapse on its fucking own. Until it collapses, how do you fight back? I just don't fucking see any way. I'm sorry to be so goddamn pessimistic. Blackpilled, I guess. And then shutdown. They shut down the government, y'all. Donald Trump wants the government to shut down because the smaller the federal government is, the more power he has because he's, really the only government left if it all fucking shuts down. He wants all these people to lose their jobs, right? And so Democrats just want them to fund Obamacare. They already cut tens of millions of poor people from having health care. And so they're demanding, if you guys want to fund the government, here are the key Democratic demands. Extension of the ACA, that's Obamacare. Health insurance subsidies. Democrats want to extend or permanently lock in the Affordable Health Care Act premium tax credits so that millions don't see their health insurance costs spike. In particular, Republicans' stopgap funding bill omits these subsidies, which Democrats see as unacceptable. Number two, they want to restore Medicaid cuts. Undo Medicaid reductions. Some of the demands include reversing cuts in Medicaid funding that were embedded in recent budget legislation. They want to roll back these rescissions. It's all about health care for the poorest and most vulnerable among us. 0% of what they're asking for has anything to do with illegal aliens. To the contrary, illegal aliens don't qualify for any of these fucking benefits. But it doesn't matter. As I said a moment ago, total information control. All that matters is that they have the airways to repeat the lies over and over again. And yes, we'll bail out Argentina for $20 billion. We'll send more arms to Israel for another $6 billion, but we will not extend the Affordable Health Care Act's tax credits. But here's how they're dealing with it, folks. Trump getting out there and saying the reason the government is shutting down is because Democrats are trying to give $1 trillion in free health care to illegal aliens. And also he has to throw trans people in there, even though trans people have nothing to do with any of this, because that's their playbook. Just say the word trans over and over again. They know it melts people's brains. They know they can get away with fucking anything. Here he is.
They want to have transgender for everybody. These people are crazy, the Democrats. So if it has to shut down, it'll have to shut down. But they're the ones that are shutting down.
That's right. They're shutting the government down because they want transgender for everything, even though nothing to do with transgender whatsoever. Not a single demand is about transgender people. It's all about health care for the poorest among us, but it doesn't matter. They just repeat the lie over and over again.
Well, this is all caused by the Democrats. They asked us to do something that's totally unreasonable. They never change. They want to give money away to illegally, people that entered our country illegally. They want to give them massive federal money. And we don't want to do that because it means everyone's going to just keep pouring back. Right now, we have absolutely perfect borders like you haven't seen in many years. Even better than I had great borders during my 4 years. But these borders are stone cold closed. You can only come into our country legally now. But the Democrats want to give it all away. They want to open up the borders Take a look at that. Big thing. They want to open borders again after what we're going through now, getting rid of prisoners, getting rid of all of these people dropped out from mental institutions, drug dealers, drug addicts, everything. They're putting everybody into our country. It's all ended now. But this is what Schumer wants. This is what the Democrats want. They want to have, and they want to take our money. We're doing well because of tariffs. We're doing unbelievable. We're making more money than we ever.
Yes, illegals and trans people will be very afraid, but this is their talking point, and they're all spreading it. Elon Musk, using his 350 million subscribers, putting this on everybody's front page of Twitter. J.D. Vance lies. Democrats are about to shut down the government because they demand we fund health care for illegal aliens. 0% true. And of course, Elon Musk, yup, everybody, 225,000 likes for this lie. But this is how the game is played. Make sure everybody sees the lie. Nobody sees the truth. Carolyn Levitt lies repeatedly. Tells the same lie twice on her Twitter page. Democrats are about to shut down the federal government because President Trump won't force American taxpayers to pay for free health care for illegal aliens. 0% true. Repeats the lie again. Democrats are going to shut down the federal government and inflict significant pain on American citizens because President Trump won't force taxpayers to fund free benefits to illegal aliens. Democrats are radical and completely America last. And it'll probably work, folks. If 99% of the people see this lie, almost nobody sees the truth, then the Democrats will get blamed for the shutdown, 100% caused by Donald Trump, simply because they were trying to get health care for the poorest among us. They want you dead, folks. If you're not an earner, you don't have a good enough portfolio to kick your payment up to the mob bosses, they want you to fucking die. You're a useless eater. And, I guess they deleted that. We'll skip over it. And then they have a new lie they're spreading about January 6th. So apparently some new files got released that said that after the violence started on January 6th, that the FBI sent out a couple hundred undercover FBI agents. But this is already after the violence got started to intermingle with the crowd and try to figure out what was going on. But Donald Trump, wow, a radical left Democrat scam. FBI bombshell, 274 agents sent to Capitol for January 6th. Many later complained they were political. And then Kerry Lake, they staged a riot on January 6th to frame patriotic Americans and cover up a stolen election. Justice comment, 82,000 likes for that. They're rewriting history once again, folks. And yeah, the document has, you got to read Rob Schneider. January 6th really was the FBI's guided tour of the Capitol building. I'm sure the apologies for Democrats will start pouring in. I want those liberal tears returned as well, but no, the document has proven a bombshell to lawmakers, revealing for the first time that FBI had a total of 274 agents deployed to the Capitol in plain clothes and with guns after the violence started, but with no clear safety gear or way to be recognized by other law enforcement agencies working in the chaos of the riot. But it doesn't matter, folks. They want to relitigate January 6th. They don't want to take any responsibility for the fact they did a riot, they did violence, and they tried to overthrow the government. Here's Representative Marjorie Trader Queen lying about it. January 6th was a Fedsurrection. I said it on January 6th while it was happening. MAGA doesn't do things like that. We don't riot. You literally did. We don't loot. We are not the party of violence. You literally did violence. You beat cops with American flags. We all fucking watched it. You stormed the Capitol. The left is, but even if what you guys are saying is true, even if the FBI is the one that did it, Trump was president at that time. And the FBI is definitely not the left. So none of this tracks. None of it makes sense. It's all fucking stupid. Cat turd! We've always known. And now it's confirmed. The Fed set up January 6th, and we all know why, to cover up the stolen 2020 election. 51,000 likes, folks. And this is what the vast majority of Americans are seeing. Once again, as I said, they have total domination of the information. So this is what they'll believe. History. The history will be taught that it was the left that did January 6th. The Republicans were set up, that it was all fucking fake. And, Benny Johnson out here. Where the fuck's Benny Johnson? Oh my God. I guess I actually deleted it. Anyway, I was going to make fun of Benny Johnson because Benny Johnson basically spread the same thing. But since I can't find that, I'll just do the follow-up to This story is not going to surprise anybody. Did you guys know that Benny Johnson, you know, this guy funded by Russia, who I always describe as clearly gay Benny Johnson? Well, it turns out, and you're going to laugh, he's gay. Yeah, apparently one of his former lovers outed him. Saeed Jones, I made out with Benny Johnson in an empty dressing room at BuzzFeed holiday party in 2013. It haunts me to this day. What? That dude's gay? No way. I can't hide my disbelief. Meanwhile, let's check in with the Epstein files and see how that's going. The Democrats got a hold of some new files and they just released them. And surprise, surprise, surprise! Elon Musk is in the Epstein files, y'all. Also, Steve Bannon and Peter Thiel, Elon Musk's former business partner and the guy creating the database for all Americans so they can track and trace us, the PayPal guy. And new files turned over to congressional investigators from the estate of Jeffrey Epstein suggest the convicted sex offender in the last years of his life had ties with President Donald Trump's former advisor, Elon Musk. The documents, which were delivered to the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee and published Friday by the panel's Democrats, come in response to the committee's probe into the Epstein case. In what appears to be a copy of Epstein's itinerary, Musk had a tentative trip to Epstein Island on December 6, 2014. A note appended to that plane reads, "Is this still happening? At the time, Epstein owned a private island in the U.S. Virgin Island." What if it happened? You think Elon was on Little Express? Think he went to the pedo island? I suggest he did. That's what I think, folks. But of course, he's saying it's not true. He's like, this is false. That's what he put on his Twitter. They deleted it. Everything's being deleted in real time. It's fine. It's fine. I know you guys are like, why don't you take screenshots of the 1,000 different posts that you cover on the show? You don't already work hard enough for your show. Why don't you make 10 times the work for yourself? So when they memory host stuff in real time on the show, you have backups. Yeah, thank you for the advice, but that's bad advice. And bring it! In a shocking moment, Speaker Johnson refuses to swear in newly elected Democrat Representative GRENADA. This is what they're doing, folks. They are trying to cover up the Epstein files so hard that they're literally not swearing in the new Democrat that just got elected because she would break the tie and force them to release the Epstein files. This is the levels of cover-up they're going to.
So the latest is I was looking at the example of now Representative Walkinshaw from Virginia, who was elected 2 weeks ago Tuesday, and that following Wednesday, less than 24 hours, was sworn in, and with unofficial results. It literally says so in, the congressman who was introducing him, like, here's unofficial results, but it's not disputed, and it was approved without objection. So for me, this Chicana from Tucson, apparently the rules have now changed in 2 weeks, and we're being asked for official results. And there's conversations with our Secretary of State, Fontes. And so I'm sort of wondering why in 2 weeks the rules are so different. And maybe it has something to do with the fact that I'm number 218.
Yes, exactly right, folks. They will literally do anything to cover for the pedophiles who roll us. Holy God, I wish conservatives cared about literally anything. It would be so cool, but, unfortunately, they are the fucking people of nothing. They are the party of pedophiles, and they seem to be perfectly okay with it. And Trump couldn't understand why people didn't understand that Palm Beach in the 90s was a different time, according to a new report. Trump told aides he couldn't understand why people were so obsessed with Epstein, and that people didn't understand that Palm Beach in the 90s was a different time. Pam Bondi complained that the FBI was trying to destroy her. Susie Wiles convened Situation Room meetings to chart a strategy. Yeah, why don't people understand that the world was different back in the 90s, okay? You could do a little bit of pedophilia here and there. It was no problem. 15 wouldn't get you 20. What's everybody so upset about? Just let it go. It's not like I'm raping 15-year-olds now. Who cares what I did 30 years ago? Unsurprising. Meanwhile, let's check in with ICE to see how that's going. And I told you guys that I smell bullshit about the ICE shooter from a mile away. They was trying to say he was Antifa. He was Antifa. But folks, Every one of these latest shootings has had something in common. I've been telling you guys about it. And what is that? 4chan. Almost every one of these shootings has been done by 4chan incels. And it turns out the same thing happened with this latest ICE shooting. This guy was a 4chan incel who was just a contrarian. He was a fucking edgelord. As I reported multiple times before, the whole basis of 4chan is just to be the biggest sack of shit you can possibly be. To post the most racist memes you could post, to post like animal cruelty, whatever you can post to prove to the other bottom feeders on that site that you are the worst among them. Well, there's only one way you can prove to them to be that you're even worse than they are, and that's by committing violence. And so when they go out and commit violence, they get worshipped by the other 4chan bottom feeders. All the school shooters are heroes there. And these people are lonely fucking losers. They're black-pilled. They don't feel like their life will ever go anywhere. And their friends are these people that they don't know, these other anonymous dickheads on 4chans, but that's who they consider their friends to be. And they want to be looked up to by their friends. And how do you do that? Well, you go out and you commit mass fucking violence. And they do worship you after you do it. It does work. And this was the case once again. Almost every one of these cases can be linked back to 4chan or 8chan. And Ken Clipperstein went out and interviewed all the friends of the ICE shooter. And here's what he learned. On the off chance that the shooting wasn't what it seemed, I reached out to people who knew the gunman, 29-year-old Joshua John. 3 who knew him since at least middle school agreed to speak to me on the condition that I not name them, corroborating their friendship with photos and other records. Their accounts paint the picture of someone who, with a vaguely libertarian bent, who despised both major parties and politicians generally, including Trump, but who didn't engage with politics beyond that. He preferred edgy humor, video games, and the message board 4chan, all of which he became increasingly steeped in as he withdrew from social life as well as their own friendships several years ago, they said. None of his former friends believed that the anti-ICE inscription could reflect a sincere political conviction. Sincerity was anathema to who John was. His humor was deeply ironic, often offensive and aggressive to the point of alienation. He was most certainly an edgelord, an irony guy, one friend said. Edgelord is online speak from someone who likes to espouse edgy, nihilistic views. Asked about the inscription on the bullet, the friend said, Josh was an edgelord who wanted someone to get blamed. I think he tried his best to write something goofy to rile people up. It goes on to say. Still a friend who recounted John's dislike of Trump insisted there was at least a kernel of seriousness to the username. Anyway, basically, he was just an incel who was trying to impress the 4chan idiots. And this is how you do it, folks. And I got to say, at least he didn't go shoot up a school. You got to give him that. He did kill like an immigrant. But once again, no violence. I'm not for any violence whatsoever. Fuck that. But if you're going to do violence, don't shoot up schools. I think we can all agree on that. So I guess a sort of big up for not school shooting. But anyway, don't do murder. Murder's bad. And ICE shooters murder. Here's the whole article if you guys want to read it from Clipperstein. It's a long article talking about his 4chan days and why he did what he did. Meanwhile, did you guys see this shit? You want to know why people might want to kill ICE officers. Now, the Trump administration and those on the right would want to argue that it's because of people like me who are calling out ICE violating our civil rights, ICE being the secret police, running around, aiming guns at people, killing people, disappearing people to concentration camps, stuff like that. Might make people a little crazy, might make people want to go pow pow. And a great example right here.
Pull her away. Pull her away.
So this woman just trying to protect her husband from being assaulted by the secret police.
Suelte, señora. Suelta la niña. 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 No estoy haciendo nada. No estoy haciendo nada. No estoy haciendo nada.
And they also shove this woman down, ripping husbands away from wives. You can understand why this kind of scenery might make people a little crazy, right? Might make you a little homicidal if you're not quite right in the head. It's not because I'm reporting on it, folks. Not because I'm showing you this. It's because of their actions, what they're doing. And meanwhile, you guys see this one? This ICE agent, the best among us in the secret police, dropped his gun and then just starts aiming his gun at anybody on the street.
Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! It's ICE! ¡Con la recompensa! ¡Ayuda! 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 Help me! Help me! Help me! ¡Ayuda! Help me! Help me! ¡Ayúdame! ¡Ayúdame! Help me! Help me! ¡Ayuda! 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 Help me! Help me! ¡Ayuda! Hey, look at these motherfuckers! How's the gun right there? ¡Ayúdame! They're trying to kill me! ¡Ayúdame! ¡Ayúdame! That's
He drops his gun. Yeah, I dropped my gun. And now, gonna pick up my gun and start pointing it at people. I'm gonna point it at just bystanders standing fucking by who aren't doing anything. Can't you guys understand how this behavior might make the public feel less safe and make them want to defend themselves against you? Once again, it's not me saying this that is causing it. It's you. It's you pointing your guns at citizens. As you abuse fucking people, as you round up the Browns, can't you understand how your actions are what's making you less safe? But no, folks, they're going to silence me. They're going to put anybody who dares broadcast what they do. Anybody who dares tell you the truth about what's happening, we will be the enemy. We will be shut up. You will not be allowed to know what they're fucking doing. And they're trying to cause as much violence against brown people as they possibly can, folks. They know what they're doing and they don't care. Here's a 0 hour, 220,000 followers, popular right-wing influencer. Caden Spite was wearing a MAGA hat when he was kidnapped. White van pulled up. 4 Hispanic males began shooting at him. Light-colored van. They shot him, dragged him from his car, and abducted him. These are the facts. We are being hunted in America. Strap the fuck up. Lock and load. That's right. The Browns are coming for you. Hey, we're justified in rounding up all these people and fucking abusing them and sending the secret police after the Browns because they're hunting Americans. They're hunting our children, shooting them and dragging them into vans. So you better get your guns. You better start fighting back against the Browns, Americans. 23,000 likes. And of course, this is not true. Of course, according to Marion County Sheriff's Office, the abduction story appears untrue. The missing teen was found. He made the whole thing up. He lied about it. He Jesse Smollett it. This guy knows it's not true. This post is still fucking up because they don't actually give a shit. They just want to instigate violence and justify rounding up the Browns. They want to justify what the Trump administration is doing. Meanwhile, speaking of fascism, Alex Jones decides to put on a Hitler mustache to own the libs. Yay, yay. I don't know about you. I've never been more fucking on. These are the people that demand we don't call them fascists. They demand that us calling them fascists is what's causing violence. Not them being fascist, but us pointing out their fascism is the fucking problem. Anyway, folks, the reason he's doing this clearly, though, for the ladies, because the ladies love it. They get so wet over his Hitler mustache, basically throwing panties at him when he walks around in public. If you don't believe me, let Alex tell you himself.
I went in a grocery store this morning, and it was spectacular.
It was, folks.
Being a white guy that has German features.
I'm so sexy with my German features and my Hitler mustache. They couldn't even take it.
Classical German features. And with a Hitler mustache, and it was very interesting.
It was interesting, folks.
I could tell you it had a wild effect on women.
Definitely true.
I thought they were about to start throwing their panties at me.
That's what they were throwing.
And they didn't know why. They were looking at me, because most modern women, even young ones, don't really even know what Hitler is, but they in the back of their head, they know what it is. So they got a guy with,
Nobody knows what Hitler is. What even is Hitler? Everybody doesn't know.
Lex Luthor meets Adolf Hitler looks with blue eyes, and they just didn't know what to do. They're like melting.
Folks, me and Alex Jones are the same age, so don't be evil, I guess. Don't be evil. Yeah, stop calling us Nazis, but we can't. How are we gonna stop calling you Nazis when you keep doing shit like this? You're literally fucking Nazis, okay? Stop being Nazis and we'll stop calling you Nazis. That's what I say. Deal? And that. Speaking of fascism, folks, so conservatives are going through something right now. They know that being fascist is bad, but they also believe that Donald Trump is right to declare Antifa as a terrorist organization. Antifa just means you're anti-fascist. So in their minds, they have to somehow mesh these two competing ideas that fascism is bad, but also anti-fascism is bad. So this guy who hates his parents, he basically has a podcast where he just highlights how awful his parents are. His dipshit MAGA dad, mostly, who's one of the worst humans on earth, literally can't die fast enough. And here he is just trying to get them to say fascism is bad, and impossible.
Mom, are you a fascist?
I don't think so.
Are you against fascism?
I would say yes.
Then you're Antifa. Dad, are you a fascist?
Wait.
No.
Are you against fascism?
I'm a Republican.
Are you against fascism?
No, I'm for Republican.
Are you against fascism like everybody who fought in World War II was?
Everybody who fought in World War II was not against fascism.
That's literally what we were fighting against.
You're confusing me.
Wasn't.
Huh? Do you think Hitler was a fascist?
No.
No?
No, so there's no winning, folks. You cannot win against them. His whole personality is that I'm a Republican, so whatever the Republicans say, that's what I fucking believe. And if they're anti-fascist, then I believe that too. That must be the right position, right?
Wait a minute. You don't think Hitler was a fascist?
No.
How about Mussolini?
No.
Mussolini literally made the first fascist party. Okay.
So there's no talking to these people. There's no reasoning. There's nothing you can fucking do, right? They don't actually give a shit. They're just cult members. And then they're just outright calling for violence against the left, y'all. Just giddy about it. Matt Walsh, President Trump should declare a national emergency due to rampant, out-of-control left-wing violence. They're calling for martial law, folks. They want to suspend the midterm elections. That's what this is all about. It's very, very fucking transparent. A prominent MAGA site calls for violence. Oh, the Daily Caller put out an article. Is this a call for violence? The third paragraph says, yes, explicitly it is. I want blood in the streets, he says. Just not even trying to hide it, folks. Doing everything they can to stir up a civil war, to make MAGA start killing us. And I'm not a fan of that. I'm literally the only left-wing person anybody in this town knows. So I guess I'm going to be killed by like 1,000 people at the same time. No thanks. I'd like to live. And here it is. Clearly gay, funded by Russia and billionaires, Benny Johnson. I'm calling on the Trump administration to declare a national emergency over left-wing violence. This is an existential threat our country faces and must be dealt with immediately. As Romans 13 makes clear, governments exist to wield the sword against the terror of evil. The left must be cracked down upon culturally, legally, and with the force of the government. These are the free speech absolutists, folks. But this is why Russia gave him hundreds of thousands of dollars. They don't even have to have any collusion between them. They don't have to actually talk, have any secret meetings. They know what he's going to say, and they're funding what he's already fucking saying, because what he's doing is trying to tear the country apart, and that's what they want. That's what gets rewarded in our society. And so that's why he makes millions of dollars a year. That's all you got to fucking do. And Kash Patel threatening to crack down on us left-wingers.
And thanks to your recognition of this and this executive order and the AG's leadership to lead out and prosecute these individuals, we are properly going to chase them down like the domestic terrorists that they are, and our streets and our communities are going to be safer because the JTTF and the FBI and Treasury and DHS and DOJ are going to combine forces like never before to root out this new evil that is perpetrating our criminal activities across our societies. And we are just so thankful for your leadership and recognition of it. It's not easy to do.
We're just so thankful for your leadership. And I want to recognize how great you are as a man. You're the best among us.
Just good God, the sycophantry. This is the most cuck shit I've ever fucking seen. Republicans are such beta bitches. Just bend over and lick those fucking nuts, man. Ain't never been a human being on earth I've talked to like that. Not a single fucking one. The very thought of being submissive to another man just makes me want to stab the shit out of whatever. And over there on the Fox News, they got the guy who is running the EPA, y'all. This is how fucked we are. This is how over it is. The EPA secretary.
Lee, I can't believe just years when everybody would say climate change was a third rail. Don't bring it up. The president says it is a hoax. It is a con job. Where do you fall on this?
The president is absolutely right. And we've seen it in the name of climate change, these left-wing policies willing to cause extreme economic pain for people who can least afford it. We've seen in the name of climate justice grants to $50 million to Climate Justice Alliance. They say that climate justice runs through a free Palestine.
I wish that were true. That's one good thing we could do with our tax dollars that would actually support.
In the name of environmental justice, they will have tens of billions of dollars go to their well-connected left-wing former Obama and Biden officials and Democratic donors rather than directly towards environmental remediation, and they're willing to suffocate out entire sectors of our energy economy. And that caused a loss of jobs, higher energy costs. So President Trump is absolutely right. It's something that, with eyes wide open, the Trump mandate is being implemented all year long at the Trump EPA and across the Trump administration. And the rest of the world is taking notice because they're having some.
So, yeah, we're fucking boned. The person literally in charge of our environment denying climate change is a real goddamn thing. So not only will we not do anything about it, we're actually going to accelerate it in every way we possibly can. So, as I've said before, is there some point where the rest of the world has to stand up and do something to defend themselves against America? Because we're literally going to kill the fucking planet if we keep this fucking up. I guess other countries are helping too, but damn, seems like some kind of self-defense needs to be done at some point. Meanwhile, this is what they voted for, folks. Ball Temple. The vice president calling people dipshits on X is what I voted for, and we know, bitch. We know. You didn't vote for Trump to raise wages or to expand health care or to improve the standard of living in this country. They voted for him so that he could dunk on their enemies online, so that they could act like fucking assholes, so they could be embarrassments. That's what you voted for. I'd be surprised if Ball Temple even fucking voted. But once again, folks, this is why Russia funds him. They don't have to collude. It's because he's already doing what Russia wants. Yeah. They're destroying the whole fucking country. They're even destroying the environment. They're destroying the whole fucking world. But they're calling people dipshits on Twitter. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, not really. I mean, if you're an adult, I guess if you had the mind of like a retarded 8-year-old boy, maybe. Even then, I think retarded 8-year-old boys would be smarter than this. I think even a retarded 8-year-old would be like, hey, I just want health care. I need health care. I don't give a fuck if the goddamn vice president calls people dipshits or not. Just, I don't want to die, but I don't know. I guess if you're making millions of dollars, you do what you got to do. Meanwhile, gerrymander wars heating up. North Carolina about to get rid of one more Democrat, switch one more seat to Republicans. Every state going to be this way. If it's a red state, 100% of the representatives going to be red. If it's a blue state, 100% of the representatives are going to be blue. Democracy, as we know, it's fucking over. But it needs to be over, folks. Representative democracy no longer works. We need to move to direct democracy. We need to be voting on everything through the fucking internet. I know, how you going to make it say blah, blah, blah. I know it has problems, but it can't possibly be any worse than the system we already fucking have. 0% chance. Meanwhile, have you guys heard this incredibly bullshit story that Republicans have made up and are spreading everywhere?
We need to have a serious talk, and this isn't going to be one of my funny videos, because I don't think this shit is funny at all.
Oh, God. She got MAGA face. Too much Botox.
Anymore. And you people need to cut it out. Cut it out. I just watched a video from Nicole Sorrento on her Instagram about a husband who contacted her at 4 a.m. this morning. Do you know why?
Why?
Because his wife, pregnant wife, who's 23 to 25 weeks pregnant, wanted to prove that Tylenol doesn't cause autism. Guess where she is? She's in a hospital on a ventilator with liver failure.
Totally.
And they said she's not going to survive.
I believe it.
Okay? I'm angry.
Oh, me too.
I'm so angry.
So angry. Couldn't tell about my face.
For someone to be
My face is paralyzed with
selfish
botulism, but I'm real angry.
towards their unborn child. And how stupid.
So stupid.
How stupid. Every single one of you who support this, you think it's funny, you're
Nobody
making videos.
supports it. This is totally not true.
There's nothing cute, funny. This is dangerous.
Like what you're doing is dangerous. Lying about this is dangerous.
Dangerous.
Right. So stupid. So nobody will be surprised to learn that this is not true. They just made it the fuck up. But it doesn't matter, folks. 47,000 likes, and that's only this post. Got seen 5.4 million times. So total information control. They just bullshit about everything constantly, and that's what all our society hears and believes. And then I'll take bad business decisions for $1,000, Alex. This MAGA dentist decides to get up in front of a crowd and either confess or joke about how she purposely hurts her patients who are not MAGA.
So in my office, Skyline Smiles, I have a wall of fame. I have pictures of many Republican leaders, elected officials in the community, Jason Gibbs, Joe Messina. And once in a while, I get patients that come into my office, and when they see the pictures, you'd think their butt was on fire. They jump up and take off as if Trump was coming in the room. Well, I do have a picture of me and the homie on the wall, too. So after hearing certain Democrats complain about my prices, I look at them confused and say, how's Bidenomics working for you?
It was better.
It was so much better in my office when the Dems stayed home during COVID with their masks on. I wish they still did. So I have a secret hat I use sometimes. It says, make your smile great again. So I wear that when I work on my patients. So when they look horrified or complain, I quietly cut back on the laughing gas and say, you got this. It's not as bad as you think it is. I stole that from Joe Biden.
So she's awful. I guess if you're a Democrat, you don't want to go to her dentistry. Good lordy. One more. South Park did it again, folks. After a 3-week hiatus, South Park back and doing a little bit of the trolling on the Republicans. Let's see if I get banned for this.
You're watching Fat News. They're called prediction market apps, controversial online betting that's found a loophole around normal gambling laws. And of course, the #1 trending bet on the apps, will President Trump and Satan's baby be a boy or a girl? That's right, prediction market apps are going crazy right now.
I'm trying to make it to where it doesn't copyright it. Maybe if I click it on and off and do this kind of shit, I'll fool the algorithm not to copyright me.
On Kalshi, 54% are betting it's going to be a boy, while bettors on Polymarket are at nearly 60%.
All right, anyway, I'll leave it there. Making fun of Donald Trump, made fun of Koch Jr., and made fun of FCC Chairman Carr going after Jimmy Kimmel. So South Park back at it. If you like South Park, check that out. And all right, that is my Chud Watch for this evening. And please forgive me for this very fast commercial. Have plenty of show coming up, so don't go anywhere. Folks, if you're watching the show right now, and you know you are, hey, how you doing? I'm Dusty. Shut up, Dusty. Chairman. Click on the More button in the description. It'll pop down the very first link. Goes to my Patreon. Could you find it in your heart to become a patron? So here's the deal. I don't allow ads on my show. I don't have any sponsors. I don't fucking con anybody out of money. I do nothing but put out free content. I'm a digital busker. And my whole business model is, if you guys enjoy what I do, could you kick in a couple bucks a month and help me out so I can help out my animal sanctuary and also keep the lights on and also keep doing this show, right? I work real hard on this show. I work way more than 80 hours a week on this show. So if you like what I do, please support the art you enjoy so it doesn't disappear, because I want to keep doing this. And let's face it, they're going to cancel me before too long. So please help me out so I can afford not to die in the future. And thank you in advance. And also, you get access to all the after parties. They're all listed on there. You'll find them, and it's a lot more content if you're jonesing for more Dusty stuff. The after party is even better than this show. And I'm working on a new after party for you guys on Wednesday, happening Wednesday. I got it about half done. I'm going to try to do it every other show at after party. So go sign up for that. I appreciate you. And also, if you're watching the replay, aim your camera phone at the QR code above my head, and it'll take you to my Tales of Woke PayPal. Or you can look at the description of this video. PayPal right here in the description of this video. It's cultofdusty2@gmail.com. PayPal, a great way to tip the show. If you have a PayPal account, send me a few bucks. I'd appreciate it. And all right, let's read the super chats. Also, an amazing way to support the show and have me read your words in real time. I'm going to check the PayPals and read all the PayPals at the end of the show, so you can go ahead and get them in, and I'll read your words from PayPal at the end of the show. BBC took me to Pound Town once again. The fat farmers messed up everything. Yeah, the grave seals again. And now the country's on fire because of them. And again, we get to bail them out. And not ourselves. Bravo, MAGA. Bravo. You owned us. How are those food and drug prices coming? Yeah, I guess at least we get to watch them die with us. Not the farmers, but the fucking poor idiots that voted for this shit. I guess that's the only silver lining. Thank you, BBC. Green Mine, $13.99. Floating kid attacks. Fuck yeah. Ain't none right here now, but they've been making their appearance. Cute motherfuckers. Thank you, Green Mine. Rebecca Poise. What, Rebecca? Thumbnail says it all. Hell yeah. Freaking welfare queens. Have a great weekend. You have a great weekend. How you been doing, Rebecca? I sure appreciate you as always, and good to see you. Look forward to hanging out with you tomorrow. Water polo is in $10. Dollaroos for the kitties and the puppers. Fuck yeah. Look at this motherfucker. You want to see some cat ass? Cat ass. Thank you, Water Polo Wizard. WSC time. What are you looking for, motherfuckers, a ticket? Appreciate you, WSC time. $20. Good evening, Dusty. What's up, WSC time? I spend numerous hours immersed in cyberpunk. Fuck yeah. In VR, where I particularly enjoy the thrill of slicing through enemies with swords. That's fun. I use a gun because, like in VR, you aim with your head. It's so fucking easy to murk motherfuckers in the head. It's a little too easy, and I'm already playing on easy, so it's like super easy. But that's the way I like it, baby. The game's various attributes keep me engaged and entertained. You get to slide around, jump, all kinds of cool shit. There's so much you can do in that game. It's fucking badass. Glad you enjoyed WC time. And Jared T, $50. Gonna read you sexy as shit. God bless you and protect you, brother. Hanging out with the most Jesus-like people in the world, atheists. Free Palestine, free us. I treat others like I want to be treated. Help the poor. I don't judge others, so I'm hated by Christians. Peace. I used to be a lot more Christ-like than I am now. Now I'm like, fuck all these people, die immediately. Pain! But I love you, Jerry T. I hope you have a good weekend. Green Minds, $2.79. Who could possibly be responsible for this? I know, right? Hot dog costume, $5 and big dick. Whip it out. And woo! More Brick Lord. Hello, beautiful people. Sorry I'm late. Total forgiveness. You are so far tonight's Super Chat. Oh wait, turn of the world. Mamar Brick Lord. Everybody suck Mamar's dick for me. Thank you, Mamar. Smoke a stew to 666. Hell, Satan. Feeling particularly cynical tonight, and Satan always seemed to be the logical choice. All the love to you. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. I think we're all smart. We're all in the upper echelon of intelligence, so most of us probably won't die. Yeah, the country will have to collapse, but, you know, countries have collapsed before, and they rebuild from the pieces. We'll probably be the ones that rebuild this motherfucker, so just stay strong, everybody. Stay strong. And Seth LeBron, 2 and 2. Can we watch the new Spitting Image episode on AP? All right, well, send it to me. I'll play it on Wednesday. So LeBron, please check your YouTube comments for more. I'll share links there. All right, I'll check it out. I didn't see that, but I will check it out. MAGA tears are the best tears. Fuck Trump. Fuck MAGA. Dusty, a great show today. I'm doing what I can. Thank you for supporting ABG. Cryo Drago, $2, 2 and 2. They walked up the stairs. Hooray. I know, right? The best among us. How could we ever live up to the example they set? Who amongst us could walk upstairs? Elon is in the list for the karate lesson. Jeff, he was already there if you guys don't know. He was already supposedly taking karate lessons with Ghislaine Maxwell, which was code for, kitty banging. So all perverts, all pedos, that's who rules us, folks. But MAGA doesn't give a fucking shit less. All they want is for us to be owned. And we're all owned, so you win. Bassett Gang Hound, $10. Thank you, Dusty. Love your work. Keep fighting the good fight. But hey, thank you for supporting Bassett Hound Gang. Good to see you tonight. I appreciate you. And $20 from Swagger and Cat. The Pharaohs want to remind you all about the upcoming Antifa meeting. Where it at? You know where. I got the memo. I'm all in, baby. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Don't even joke. Go get us on all the list. And well, that's about it. Mick, good to see you tonight. Been a member for 60 months. Fuck yeah, that's the way to do that shit. Hero shit. And if you guys want to get your super chat in, there's plenty of time. I'm going to read all the rest of them at the end of the show, including the PayPals. So aim your phone camera at this little thing while you can and go give me some PayPals. And all right, let's move along, folks. You guys know the last show I debuted the new Charlie Kirk intro, and it went over like gangbusters. Everybody loved the new Charlie Kirk intro. And if you haven't seen it, folks, here you go. We're going to do the Charlie Kirk section. Dear Charlie Kirk, I'm sorry you got murked. Dude, you were the GOAT. You preached 4-2-A, then some dude who was gay shot you in the throat. You had a lot of takes. And most were super bad. You had a lot of takes, Charlie, and now you're super dead. Woo! First off, on the Charlie Kirk section, did you guys know that possibly Nicolas Cage killed Charlie Kirk? I don't know. That's what everybody's saying. New conspiracy theory. Let's see what you guys think about this.
Guys, there is an insane connection with what happened with Charlie Kirk.
Okay, first off, I got to pause this, and I'm going to rewind it and turn it up. And then, secondly, I have to just start off by saying, who is this goddess? Hello? What the fuck?
Guys, there is an insane connection with what happened with Charlie Kirk and a movie that came out in 1998. So the movie is called Snake Eyes, and it starred Nicolas Cage. And the movie was about a man named Charles Kirkland who got shot in the neck at a public event. Now, in the first 10 seconds of the movie, there is a sign for this event, and it says that it takes place on September 10th. So in this movie, the killer killed Charles Kirkland on September 10th, which is when our Charlie Kirk got killed. It gets even crazier because the killer in this movie is called the Executioner, and he is a distraction for the person who actually did the killing of Charles Kirkland. And get this, the person who took the rap for it in the movie's name is Tyler. Tyler. You know, the same thing that happened to Charlie Kirk.
Man, I ain't heard a word she said.
Tyler Robinson.
This girl beautiful. Holy shit.
This movie, and on the trailer of this movie,
damn,
underneath where it says Snake Eyes, it says believe everything.
I believe her. I hadn't heard a word, but I believe her.
What is happening?
I don't know. I'm in love though. That's all I know. I hope she's at least 18. That fucking Nicolas Cage. I personally, it's just me, would not admit that praying to my deity does not grant me protection from curses. But hey, that doesn't stop Menchie and Kelly, who's pretending like this shit is real.
Erica and Charlie Kirk heard about these curses.
She's mad! Are you out of your fucking mind? Don't you make me turn this show around. Oh, hell no. I ain't hearing that.
That news genuinely rattled Erica in particular. She knew Christian teaching on the subject. She loved Charlie, absolutely. And she was scared when she heard of the curses Jezebel had called up. So much so that she and Charlie contacted a friend, who I believe she said was a Catholic priest, but definitely a friend, and asked him to come over and pray with them over Charlie the night before he was murdered. She eventually worked it through, and so did Charlie. That, as she later told me, Weapons will form, but not prosper.
They did prosper.
That Satan and those witches have no power.
They had some power.
Erica and Charlie.
They blew your neck apart. I'm just saying. You might be worshiping the wrong God. If you prayed, did all that shit, and you still got gorked in your fucking neck, maybe you should be worshiping Satan. Hey, Satan, please save me. And hard to believe that adults are talking about this shit like it's real. Worst timeline.
I learned when I was out in Arizona last week that 2 weeks before Charlie Kirk was assassinated, the far-left website Jezebel declared that it had a mission to cast bad luck or a curse on Charlie.
All right, we heard that first part already. Now let's hear Candace Owens' genius take.
He later told me, weapons will form, but not prosper.
They prospered very much so.
Satan and those witches have no power.
Satan won.
So just to add a little color to the story, I think that the people who did this and what we've learned about those women is I think they were probably who hired, people that did the hiring were probably trying to be funny. People that don't believe in spiritual forces, probably just like LOL, it's like Vice. It's like, Vice publication. Like, I smoked a blunt and, listened to the Beatles music backwards. Like, it's like they don't take that stuff seriously. So they're trying to be
Paul is dead. Paul is dead. You ever heard that? Listen!
Like, haha, funny headline, right? And the person who wrote the article about it said, I'm not calling on dark forces to cause him harm. I just want him to wake up every morning with an inexplicable zit, right? So she's probably trying to be funny, to be fair.
She was trying to be funny.
But contacted witches who are not trying to be funny. That's the problem. When
they're not trying to be funny. They're just con artists who are trying to take your money. They're like, oh, some idiot wants me to fucking pretend to send curses. I'll take your money and then do nothing because witches know they're not fucking real.
Don't understand that this stuff is real, that you're saying to a witch, I'll pay for you. I'm going to reach out to you to pay for you to put a curse on Charlie. And that witch did that. And it brought, obviously you can see, they were distressed by this. They consulted a Catholic priest who I assume would have immediately conducted an exorcism, probably should have done in the Latin rite. But I feel like that's just something that people should know, because until something happens to you spiritually, you tend not to believe in these things. Like I said, that's a part of this. They very much know what religion they follow, the numbers, the numerology. It makes sense to them. The people that are in control of this world, be very cautious.
Damn, so like witches got some fucking power, y'all. Might not want to piss off the witches. Did you guys see this shit? So they're trying to name a street after Charlie Kirk. And a lot of people not with it. They're like, yeah, hey, isn't there somebody better we could name these streets after instead of a racist fucking podcaster? I mean, they're like heroes, like cops that died on the line of duty to protect us here in our community. Why do you want to name this road after Charlie Kirk, a racist podcaster that has nothing to do with our community, instead of the heroes that literally died in our community to save us? And so this guy's bringing up this very valid point. And of course, the guy he's bringing it up to, the Charlie Kirk fan who's running the whole show, has to feign outrage, has to pretend to be indignant in order to not answer the very good question being posed to him. Watch this shit.
How dare you use that deputy's name for your petty political argument? How dare you?
Clutch my purse.
How dare you?
How dare you, sir?
Disgusting.
Disgusting, sir.
And ideal to have a memorial to honor someone who fought to serve and protect us. Have a true, actual Lake County resident who was a brave American hero.
Makes sense
to me. I hope
me.
you believe, as I do, in supporting.
We had 3 minutes.
And our local law enforcement. And let me just tell you this: in these dark dystopian times, let's remember Deputy Link, and let's look at the.
We had 3 minutes.
Unite and not divide us, and that includes you, Mr. Sabatini.
How dare you use that deputy's name for your petty political argument? How dare you?
How dare you bring up this excellent point that we should be honoring the hero that gave his life for our community instead of a racist podcaster? How dare you? I am incensed and enraged that you would bring up this very logical point that made me look like a fool, sir.
All right.
How dare you?
All right.
Disgusting.
Disgusting,
You're
sir.
a disgusting person.
Disgusting, sir.
How dare you?
I'll bang my gavel, huh?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable,
man.
sir.
All right.
I'm really mad. I am not faking right now, so I don't have to answer this question, y'all. That's really just holy shit. You guys are so fake as fuck. And then you got all these Christian folks who want us to know we're in danger. We done woke up the sleeping beast and they gonna kill us all. Like this woman, we gotta be terrified.
We march on to Mount Zion to see
I love it when they do these. It says, when Erica Kirk said, you have no idea what you just unleashed, she means us. Homeschooling moms raising lions, not sheep. And I love just the stupidity of it all. Just trying to act badass. Just the deep breath. You have no idea. We gonna kill you all. We march on to Mount Zion to see the land. Nobody's scared of you, bitch. You gonna get fucking a hot flash and quit immediately. It's your goddamn menopause. Shut the shit up. Here's another one of these same things. They didn't wake up more Republicans, y'all. They wake up God's people. Oh no, y'all. You don't know what you've done. You better be afraid of me. We ain't afraid of you. You ain't gonna do shit. Put that kid to bed. What's going on, woman? What, you gonna use your kid as a shield? You don't look like you Zionist to me. And then you guys see this. I don't know why Republicans hate Starbucks baristas so much. They're just doing their job, making fucking coffee. Why do they hate them so much? But they've been programmed by their social media that Starbucks is evil for some reason, and the people that work there have to be harassed. So this woman goes into Starbucks and she says, my name's Charlie Kirk, and they write Charlie Kirk's name on there, but they didn't shout out the name Charlie Kirk, and so she has to harass the young girl who's literally so sweet, just trying to do her job. This in no way helps your side, not one fucking iota. And I'm heartened to see other people in the Starbucks taking up for the girl and pointing out how ridiculous this woman is. But cringe alert.
So you didn't call his name out? You didn't call the name out? Yeah.
She's recording right now.
I am.
This woman literally went in there recording to set these people up on purpose. No telling how many Starbucks she went to find one that didn't call the name out. And then uploaded this herself. Like this made her look good. This is how pathetic these people are.
Yep. Why can't you say his last name?
What is happening? Why are you being like that to her?
Why are you being like, yeah, why are you being like this?
No, why are you being
yes.
like that to me?
Well, okay, why are you being like that to me?
You're being so rude to this girl.
I'm not.
She brought your drinks to
I actually am making a point, a big point.
You are making a point, not the one you think.
She wrote a very good post.
She wrote a post. You guys don't know about the post she wrote. It was such a good post prior to this. You don't know about the post.
It's not. I wrote a very good post.
Very good post, y'all. This is real life right now. This is a very serious person.
I wrote a really good post. I was really hoping you were going to make the right choice.
You didn't. You made the wrong choice, bitch. I was so hoping.
Politics.
It's not
the man
politics.
spoke up for what he believes in, and he got shot in the neck over it. And you couldn't stand there and call my name out, my name, but you called his name out. But you called his name out, couldn't call his name out. Called his name out, but couldn't call his name out. No, actually, I was setting him up for success because I wrote a really good report.
Such a good report.
Excuse me? It is Charlie Kirk. It's the point.
The point of it, y'all.
You guys came in after me. The place was completely empty.
Compelled speech. You must say Charlie Kirk's name. Where you at, Jordan Peterson?
And you're making a scene.
You're the one making a scene, but you're recording, bitch.
It's a name. It's a policy that your company upholds. They came in after me. It was completely empty when I came in. That woman right there was the only person in here. I actually wrote you guys a really good review prior to getting this, saying what upstanding it was, how wonderful it was, hoping she would stand there and say my name, Charlie. Just Charlie would have been fine because she said his name. So I was saying, okay, maybe it's just going to be Charlie. And I was thinking she'll say just Charlie, and I was rooting for her to just say.
Yeah, but she just brought you your drink. So they call out your name so you come up front to get your drink. But instead of calling your name to make you come get your drink, she nicely brought you the fucking drink so she didn't have to call the name out.
Hey, Charlie, and what did she do? She brought me my drink.
Oh, my God.
Is to bring out the drink and
Why'd she say his name? Twice. Not once, but twice.
I have no idea. I'm sorry, I'm sure it was just a misunderstanding.
No, it's not. It's bad policy. It's bad. And she said she doesn't believe in politics, but yet you're willing to do this. And I wrote you guys such a good review in advance.
I really appreciate that. That's not my policy. That's the company's policy.
It's not though. See, and that's the problem. And now I'm gonna have to go back, and I'm actually gonna post the good review that I wrote first, and then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna add this video to it to show that I wrote the good review first. I'm gonna leave the good review, and I'm gonna post this video to show what an ass she made of herself and how you came out and you did this. Because
yes, they're the ones making asses of themselves.
this is, wow.
Wow.
I didn't talk to her. I'm actually talking to you. It's called freedom of speech. This is what Charlie Kirk died for. I am a paying customer, and I have not done anything. I am just...
If it's freedom of speech, don't they have the freedom not to say shit they don't want to say?
Sitting here. You're going to ask me to leave because you're
But
going
you're
to call
recording,
the
yes.
authorities? Are you serious?
Yes, trespass that bitch immediately.
Wow. You're going to call the authorities because I asked somebody to say a name. I'm just...
No, because you're disturbing the business and you're recording without permission.
What? I'm disturbing who?
Everybody.
This is the person who made the scene.
I asked you twice.
Okay, I'll go ahead and leave the video too. I
Just
didn't make
trespass
a
her.
scene. I asked somebody to say a name. That's not making a scene. I'm still not making a scene.
Yes, you are. You're making a huge ass of yourself.
I know what Charlie Kirk died for.
Oh, God.
This is what you are.
Yeah, no, you're not. Charlie Kirk would have hated you. What the fuck are you talking about? Good Lord, buy a clue.
You need to understand. It is called freedom of speech.
Yeah, then they don't have to fucking say it if they're free not to say it, right?
It is getting shut down in America. And this young lady over here wanted to point out that freedom of speech is what is getting shut down. She is saying she's pre-recording like it's a big thing. This is a public space, and we are not allowed to publicly record in a public space. People are allowed to do
First off, it's not a public space. It's a private fucking business. What are you talking about?
their work. They are allowed to have their workspaces. They're allowed to have their laptops open, and they're allowed to publicly broadcast, and they're allowed to do all these kinds of things. Here in Starbucks is a public place.
It's not a public
but
place.
They are not allowed
private
to
business.
ask for their name to be spoken out. So now
You're not allowed to record and harass the employees.
point in the juncture, I have to stop the video, and I'm going to have to go on live. So we're going to
Oh,
go ahead and
no.
do that now. So we're going to go on live.
No one has ever wanted attention more than this bitch, and that's coming from me. Holy God, you're not helping your cause at all, but please continue this kind of behavior like people didn't already have enough excuse to hate you. And then Jimmy Kimmel was back to huge ratings, folks. Over 6 million watched Jimmy Kimmel's return. One of the main narratives they were putting out for why he was fired is that he was only getting $129,000 per show, which wasn't true. There were certain shows that between like the demographic of like 18 to 25 was like 129, but it was like 2 million or something on average. But 6 million, so big ratings for their turn. It's the Streisand effect. When you try to censor something, it only draws more attention to it. So Trump hoisted by his own petard. And so Sinclair, who was trying to make him donate to Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk, and give these big apologies before they would air him again, caved. I guess all their advertisers were mad because instead of broadcasting their advertisements to 6 million people, they were broadcasting it to just a few thousand because they were putting local news on instead of Jimmy Kimmel. And they were like, what are we paying you guys for? What the fuck? So they caved immediately because it's all about money, folks. That's all they give a shit about. Money talks. So, yeah, Sinclair is putting Jimmy Kimmel back on the air on its 38 ABC TV stations after preempting his late-night TV talk show. So didn't have to give up nothing. That's the way it should work, though. America stood up. They spoke with their dollars or their lack of, and studios listen. So good to see it, I guess. And that is my Charlie Cook coverage tonight. Love to see it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Jimmy Kimmel. Like, I don't give a shit if they cancel Jimmy Kimmel because he's not funny. They can do that. But not for political reasons. Not if the government is trying to make it happen. That is a violation of the First Amendment. And everybody's like, Dusty, what about that time that Joe Biden censored everybody on Twitter? And I got to say, hey, if Joe Biden threatened Twitter, they threatened to punish Twitter in some way if they didn't censor people, I'm fucking totally against that. Why was that brought to our attention that they threatened Twitter? Like, what did they threaten Twitter with? What did they threaten to do to Twitter if they didn't censor people? I'm more than willing to listen to that. If they fucking did that, I'm 100% against that. I would have spoken out against it at the fucking time, right? I'm very consistent with this. And all right, we're along, folks. Get your super chats in. We got a real quick trash world, couple free Palestines, and then I'm gonna finish you guys off tonight with religious bullshit. We ain't got no heroes, we ain't got no beyond parodies, but I do have some funny religious bullshit, so that's coming up. But for now, sing along if you know the words. It's time for some trash world. It's lagging. I gotta fix that. Whatever. Trash world. All right. I need to move it on to my main hard drive. It's on the secondary hard drive because I formatted and it's lagging. Got to move all that shit over. It's all good. First on the trash world. Apparently, that dude that said he had CTE that went and tried to shoot up the NFL, but he got it wrong, and then he was on the Blackstone floor of the building, and he killed one of the executives of Blackstone, and everybody was like, hey, he was actually aiming at Blackstone because Blackstones are buying up all the houses and shit, and he was actually targeting them, and I was like, I don't think that's true. I think he was really trying to target the NFL offices, and he got the wrong floor. People were like, no, it's a conspiracy, Dusty. Well, it turns out they studied the guy's brain, and he actually did have CTE. He had CTE, folks. So that's bad. I don't even know how he got it. He only played high school football, so I guess he got CTE in high school football. This is why one of the reasons I was so horrible at football. It's like I played a couple games, and I got hit real hard a couple times, and then I thought to myself, why the fuck am I bashing my head into the other idiots just so a bunch of drunken rednecks in the fucking stands can be entertained? Why would I do this? This is what benefit do I get out of this? And so then I just quit blocking and let the guy sack the quarterback every time. Also, I hated the quarterback, so it was a win-win situation. And then I got benched for fucking ever, which I don't blame the coach for. I would have benched me too. Anyway, he had CTE. That's where I'm going with this, folks. So don't play football. I don't recommend it. It'll fuck your brain up. And then on Trash World, apparently Pete Davidson, who's famous for having his dad killed on 9/11 in the Twin Towers, that was done by Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia did that. Look it up. 15 out of the 19 hijackers were Saudi Arabian. Anyway, so now he's going to perform for Saudi Arabia, the people that killed his dad, because why wouldn't you do that? And me right now, when I see Pete Davidson, whose firefighter father died responding to the September 11th attacks, is performing in Riyadh Comedy Festival in Saudi Arabia, but he ain't about shit. Pete Davidson, never liked that guy. People are speaking out against it, and I'm disappointed, y'all. I got to admit, you know who else is appearing at that comedy festival? Bill Burr. No, not Bill Burr. Why, Bill? Why? Come on. Fuck. Never have heroes, folks. They're only going to disappoint you. And Mark Maron, who's my new hero, he's only going to disappoint me. He spoke out about it. Saudi Arabia's upcoming Riyadh, I don't know how you pronounce that, comedy festival is drawing controversy with several U.S. comedians blasting the star-studded event, and Human Rights Watch asking participating artists to request a meeting about Saudi Arabia human rights crisis, the org said in a statement. The 7th anniversary of Jamal Khashoggi's brutal murder is no laughing matter, and comedians receiving hefty sums from Saudi authorities. Thank you, asshole. Very helpful. Shouldn't be silent on prohibited topics in Saudi, like human rights or free speech, said Joey Shia, Saudi Arabia researchers. Everyone performing at Riyadh should use this high-profile opportunity to call the release and detainees of Saudi activists. Come on, Bill Burr! You should be talking about Khashoggi the whole fucking time. Meanwhile, Mark Maron on his What the Fuck podcast recently blasted fellow U.S. comedians for participating in the September 26th, October 9th event. I mean, how do you even promote that? From the folks that brought you 9/11, 2 weeks of laughter in the desert. Don't miss it, he said in a video. I mean, the same guy that's going to pay them is the same guy that paid that guy to bonesaw Jamal Khashoggi and put him in a fucking suitcase. But don't let that stop the yucks. It's going to be a good time. And get their ass. Get a Mark. And come on, Bill. I don't expect anything else from most of these people, but I expect more from you. This is right up Pete Davidson's alley, but not you, Bill Burr. You're better than this. I thought you were. And that's it. That's my trash world, short and sweet for this evening, baby. Riyadh. All right, that sounds good. Riyadh. All right, both of you are telling me different things. That's very helpful, guys. Kitties love to help. Always. Super, super helpful. The cats. Let's see if this one runs away. Pet you. I'm going to pet you. Don't swat me. Don't swat me. Yeah. Haha, precious. Yeah, I did it. And all right, folks, get your super chats in. We got about 15 minutes of show to go. Prepare to get super depressed. It's time to free Palestine. And starting off with a good one, though, at least. UN delegates walk out during Netanyahu's speech. We need more of this, folks. Netanyahu gets up to speak. There actually are some good countries out there, or at least
Netanyahu's just
better than
made his
us.
way to the podium, and we're going to listen into what he's got to say.
Class. Every one of you should be walking the fuck out. Anybody who has any decency whatsoever. Fuck your order, bitch. Walk out on him. Love to see it. Don't sit there and listen to war criminals, mass murderers. Meanwhile, they tried everything they can to defeat Zoran Mamdani in New York City. Not because he's a socialist, but because he's anti-Israel, pro-Palestine, anti-genocide. And so they're trying to get Sliwa. That's the Guardian Angels dude who won the primary for the Republicans. They're doing everything they can to get him to bow out so that Donald Trump and all the oligarchs can support Cuomo and try to get crooked-ass Cuomo back in there. GOP candidate Curtis Sliwa claimed deep-pocketed donors have been trying to bribe him to drop out of the New York City mayoral race, but his message to them Thursday was stop calling. I hope he stays in. It acts as a spoiler. Best case scenario. Meanwhile, more banning shit. Florida bill would ban term West Bank because you know you're super free when they ban shit, right? Legislation filed this week in Florida would replace the term West Bank with Judea and Samaria going forward. Yay! Let's change names to the biblical terms like Israel wants so we can muddy the whole fucking waters here. You're not allowed to say words that we don't want you to say. Where you at, Jordan Peterson? Where you at, Republicans? Nowhere? You're not about anything? That's what I fucking thought. And unless you think the Democrats are going to save you, the worst among us, Kamala Harris got called out by a pro-Palestinian activist. Here's how that went. Fuck every one of these people. This is why I'm not a Democrat anymore. This is why I would never be a Democrat again. This is why I hope Democrats fucking fail. Yay! What do you want me to do? I'm just basically still the de facto leader of the Democratic Party. Yes, I can speak out. And yes, I did have power. And while I was in power, I could have done something and didn't do anything. But hey, I didn't do shit while I was in power. What makes you motherfuckers think I'm going to do anything when I'm out of power? Just fuck everything about you. God damn it, this is why you lost to begin with. You would literally rather kill children than be the first female president of the United States. It's the most insane shit I've ever fucking seen. Fuck the Democrats. And that is my free Palestine for this evening, folks. And about to finish you guys off some religious bullshit. It's the last chance to get your PayPals in. You can get it from right here. Boom, there you go, PayPal. It's also in the description of the video. But you can aim your camera phone at that. It goes to my Telescope quote. But all right, let's finish you guys off. Sing along to the words. It's probably going to lag, this son of a fucking sack of shit. It's religious bullshit, y'all. It didn't lag. Yay! Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit. you're going to believe this. They finally caught one. Idaho pastor arrested on multiple child porn charges. Multiple. The head pastor at Sovereign Grace Fellowship, a Reformed evangelical Christian church in Nampa, faces a slew of charges after he was arrested for sexual exploitation of a child, court records show. Matthew Stephen Masiewicz, 53, was arraigned in Canyon County Courthouse on Wednesday after he was taken into custody on an arrest warrant following allegations that he had multiple photos of child pornography, some being AI generated. The affidavit states he had those pictures on his phone computer at the church. Why? You're going to get caught. You guys better watch that AI shit. The scary thing about AI is like it can accidentally, like if you're trying to get it to like render a picture of like a full-grown adult woman who's naked, it can render pictures that are like sketchy as shit. So you can't even use it for that purpose, y'all. You got to be real fucking careful with that stuff. But this guy was doing it on purpose, clearly. But the probable cause of it is states, anyway, he did the child porn. It's always the same thing with these motherfuckers. So stupid. Meanwhile, this motherfucker resigning. Oklahoma Superintendent Ryan Walters, who incorporated the Bible into schools. I've been covering this guy repeatedly, doing everything he can to flood schools with Jesus and MAGA. They are 50th in education, Oklahoma, and this motherfucker is why. Well, as I reported you guys, he was watching porn on his school TV, and some people walked in and caught him. So now he's resigning, and he's going to go to work for this organization that tries to destroy teachers' unions, because that's the enemy, right? Teachers are the enemy. Here he is. His new aim, we're going to destroy the teachers' unions. Yay! Republicans found the perfect enemy, teachers. Because that's where we're fucking at. And awesome reporter chased him down and tried to get him to answer a question, and watch this cockroach scurry away.
So Ryan, you just mentioned online that you're going to work for this non-teachers union. What do you want to say to Oklahomans who might feel like you're bailing out on them? Can you tell us when you're stepping down and when this job is coming to a close for you? We have to ask when this relationship started, because it seems like you've been pushing kind of this job for some time now. Did it interfere with your job for Oklahoma?
No questions answered, of course. I don't owe you guys any fucking thing. I'll rule you, but not anymore. So long, fucko. And I like this one, folks. These people have the right idea. They deleted it, whatever. God damn it. Fucking memory holding shit in real time. That's okay. I didn't even want to cover it anyway. Fuck you, Red. Last but not least on tonight's show, folks, this is gold. So I've been covering the rapture that definitely happened last Wednesday. It's Friday? Okay, it didn't happen. Anyway, all these moonbats really thought it was going to fucking happen. The preacher, the South African preacher who predicted it, took down his video, got 500,000 views. Shocking. And so somebody put together a little montage of these people before, when they thought the rapture was going to happen, and then after, when it didn't happen. Let's have a look.
Prep my home for whoever is here after the rapture. I don't even know what to say.
You're an idiot. I don't say.
If the time comes and it doesn't happen, then sure, you can call him a false prophet. But until then, I guess y'all have to really just wait and see. And as you see, it came to pass. The rapture did not happen. It didn't hurt.
I prepare for it all the time.
I'm saying goodbye to my car. I've had for 5 years.
Yep, you moron. Oopsies.
I just need to come on here and tell everybody that Jesus is coming back very soon.
No, he's not.
It's not an apology video.
Oh, I bet it's not.
The Lord is coming.
No, he's not.
And you can do with that information
I would do nothing with it.
The UN and, you know, all this other stuff that took place. I was like, dude, it's really enough.
So this is going to be my last confirmation video.
I doubt it.
It is September 23rd, and we're still here. And I'm fine with that.
I want to address the concerns. Valid, very valid concerns about my kids.
Yeah, somebody call CBS! Immediately, you don't need no kids, you fucking moonbat. And that's it, folks. That's my show. We did it. Another successful episode. 3 shows this week. I pulled that motherfucking shit off. Hooray. Pat on the back for Dusty. And if you'd enjoyed my content this week, please consider supporting me. Aim your camera phone at the QR code, especially those you watch on the replay. You guys need to donate too. Help a brother out. Aim your phone. Go to my Tales of Woke PayPal. Chip in a few bucks. I'll appreciate it. If you bail out, folks, do me a favor. Folks ain't leaving comments like they used to. You guys need to leave more comments. Just type something. Leave it. If you're watching the replay, that is the demandment. Leave a comment. That helps the algorithm. Hit the like button. If you hadn't hit the like button, fuck you. What's wrong with you? Hit the like button. Subscribe. Hit the bell. The little bell next to the subscribe button. Do all the things. Do them all for Dusty. Please. Thank you. And all right, let me read the super chats, and then we're going to do a quick kitty party and get the fuck out of here. No after party night, after party Wednesday. No, Monday. What's the day? Say Friday. All right, Friday, Monday, after party Monday, I promise. And all right, let's go ahead and do the super chats. I am an Antifa general. Spread the word. Don't bring me into that evil. Don't bring me into it. I'm already on too many lists. Love to Pretty Boy. Pretty Boy's the best. Look at this motherfucker. He's so pretty. He's such a pretty boy. Show him your face. Show him your pretty face. You pretty bitch. Yeah, you're a pretty one. He's a good boy. He loves his daddy so much. Thank you, everybody, for donating. Just ordered my Simaglow. Yeah, did you order from Mexico? Hell yeah. How much you gonna take? You gonna take a whole one a day or half of one a day? You really need to take a whole one to get the full effect of it, but half does me. It's all right. I ain't trying to lose all that much weight, to be honest with you, just a little bit. Good luck, Sedona. Let me know how it goes. Lotus Empire. Starbucks doesn't call out last names. Hey, I don't know. Never been to Starbucks before, but that ain't stopping the fucking piss babies. They got to have something to complain about. For Charlie. Jerry T, $10. Jesus was the lamb and the shepherd. His followers were sheep. True story. Satan is the lion, lion of Judah, that roams earth, seeing whom he could devour. Maggots call themselves lions, that they are not sheep. Just saying. Yeah, they're the flock. I mean, it's cognitive dissonance, though. They got to believe that they're these independent thinkers, but also they're cult members at the same time. So, only way they can survive. And 60 months for Mick. That's how you do that shit. And all right, did I get them all? Hopefully I got them all. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Let me go do the PayPal real quick, because I promised I'd do that. But if I missed any, somebody please let me know right now while I'm doing this. PayPal.com. Yeah, hell yeah, baby. And all right, log in. So slow. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to go over here and get my fucking keyboard and type a code and everything. Everything's shitty. All right. Log in. All right. It's coming, motherfuckers. It's coming. And PayPal from H. Cormac, 71. Thank you, H. Cormac. You fucking rock. Let's see if you said anything. H. Cormac says, sent me 10 British pounds and says, shut up and take my credit. I will. It's taken. It's mine now. And then, God, why is PayPal so fucking slow? It's ridiculous how fucking slow this site is. And John Hopkins sent me $10. Thank you, John Hopkins. And John Hopkins says, another great show, Dusty, the best on the internet. Fuck yeah, you have great taste, John Hopkins. Love your hospitals. And then Jahel Guitar sent me $10. And Jahel Guitar says, keep doing what you do. I will. Thank you for supporting Jahel Guitars. Play me a pretty ditty, please. And Joaquin Lieben sent me $12 and says, for the anti-tank super soldiers against icebergs, good show, good going, appreciate you. All the Antifa super soldiers out there, got a little shout out. And all right, Sim Oozer sent me $50. That's what Sim says. I don't know if it's from the last show. This might have been. No, this is yesterday. No, this was the last show, I guess. Love you, bro, but sad to see the greatest country ever fall to its knees. Greetings for Amsterdam. I did read that. I said you run a great country. Smoke one for me, buddy. And all right, I'm going to get the fuck out of here for all $50 BBC. At the end, at the buzz of BBC. Love you all. I have had brownies and I am paid. Good night. Man, BBC living the fucking life. I don't admire many people with BBC. I might admire your life a little bit. God damn it. What's wrong with the fucking camera? You guys don't do that. BBC living it the fuck up. I'll vicariously live through you. Get some treats for your babies. I will. Thank you. I'm petting this baby right for you right now. This baby getting treats, getting pets, getting butt scratches for you right now. Look at that cat ass. Look at that cat ass just for you, Pleasure Panda. Perfect name. And all right, I guess I read them all, folks. I will be back Monday. It is 2 days away. So you guys have a good weekend out there. I'm going to play the entire I Am a Nazi Kanye West parody song as we have a little kitty party.
They told me stop, but I doubled down. Back in the news, I'm the talk of the town. I said what I said, now they cancel my crown. Adidas ran off, but I'm still Yeezus bound. I'm on X, wildin' out like I lost my meds. Screaming Hitler was cool like I lost my head. They said, yay, stop, I said, nah, I'm a boss instead. Then the brands disappeared like my common sense. Lost my deals, lost my mind, lost my sanity. Lost the plot, now they call me white supremacy.
Got Pretty Boy, Half Stash, Piper, and Precious tonight. Good turnout. Folks, I love you. I will see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. That is a demandment. Good night, y'all.
I was rocking the MAGA before it was cool. Now I'm dropping these bars like I dropped out of school. Said DEFCON 3, but I meant self-destruct. Cause my brain's playing chess while my mouth playing duck. Yeah, Elon said chill, but I doubled down. Nick Fuentes at my crib like a lost lil clown. Lost Balenci, lost Gap, lost my place. Only thing I got left is dumbass face. Wait, let me drop a gem. Shapiro and Rogan, won't talk to them. Nope. My net worth shrink like my relevance. Yikes. Still screaming dumb shit like a sedative. Shh.
They tried to cancel me, but I'm still here. Cause you can't cancel.
Little Mimi, did I miss Little Mimi? I just saw it. Thank you, Little Mimi. You rock. Sorry if I missed it. I didn't see it. Oh, it's at the end. All right, Little Mimi, this for you. Woo, 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 woo. Little Mimi.
Lost my mind, lost my wife, lost my relevance. Going full villain, no room for benevolence. Adidas said bye, I just doubled my arrogance. Now I'm on X, just spreading malevolence.
Wanna be Trump, wanna be Mussolini, but all I got some tweets that are greasy. Fans in my mentions like, yeah, what you doing? I said I'm a Nazi, then ruin my unit.
Jesus walks, now Jesus ran. From the checks, from the press, from the fans. Lost it all, now I'm all alone. Just me, my rants, and the stupid phone.
For Mimi! Get ready! Everybody say it with me! Woo!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
You're watching The Dusty Show.
Good night, y'all.